Good morning. Welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee number 60. I'm Annie, who runs Bad Squirrel Games, and every week, if you're new here, every week we do a half an hour, 45 minutes to an hour catch up on what's been happening this week in Bad Squiddo and some of my little rambly type things as well. So, good morning, everybody. You see there in the comments. For some reason, it's not letting me have a little look. There we are. There we are. Morning, all. I've been away, although I am now back. As you can see, back in the Squiddo land. Just get comfy. As to be expected, I was rushing around and haven't got... I'm already yawning now. Haven't got everything set up, but it seems to do. Extra hellos if you're a new one, as I did a shout out earlier in the week, a cheeky shout out to get some more YouTube subscribers. Hint. And I got like another 100 or something, which is pretty cool. It's because I need that thousands, so then I can do lives from the phone. And then there's I'm zooming all over the place now. Then when I can do lives from the phone, I can do all sorts of out and about. When shows get back on, I can do some more over there. All that. I don't have coffee. I don't know what week I'm on now. Maybe week 3 or 4 since I've quit coffee. But I have chamomile tea. Summing up my mood for the day, Mr. Tom Nook, forever in debt. I'm in a grumble today, so I'm going to try and... I like that you've kept a better track than I have. Thank you very much. Yes. I'm in a grumbly mood. You can usually tell if I've not got all the stuff set up. I haven't got the lights set up either. Not quite sure how I'm going to schedule today. It's a little bit strange, but yes, forever in debt. What a spiritually uplifting message. Yes. Good old Tom Nook. It's a bit hot, so I'll just put it... Oh, crap. Nope, I didn't spill it. I didn't spill it at all. I didn't spill it. Yes, so where to start? I apologise. The last few weeks, I haven't had a plan for the streams. I've not been in that great a mood, so I don't want you all to stop coming because it's Annie's weekly grumble. Oh, don't worry, I have lots of exciting. I did a little bit of hobby as well. I've got to show you. Yes, I've been away. I've been away for an entire day. That was all I actually went away for. It was really nice, and I wish I'd gone for longer, really. So I actually only went away, for a day, for half of Thursday, although all of Friday, yeah. So that was a day and a half, and stayed overnight. I went out into the wilds of Derby. I didn't go very far because obviously there's all of this stuff happening in the world. So I didn't go very far at all. But I got out of my house. I got out of my house and I got out of my office. I didn't go too wild. I went and stayed at a very lovely bed and breakfast. I can't remember what it's called now, but I'm not too far from the Peak District, so the tail end of it's not that far at all, so it meant that I could have a little trip with no stressful planning and all that sort of stuff. So I kind of just went there, had a lot of walks, had some food, basically just walked a lot, which is what I've been wanting to do for a while. Saw some... just get out into the country, and it was really nice. And I was a Zen Annie, and then I came back, and then I kind of got sad because I came back. So I'm now like, I should have gone. I tend to not do very long holidays because I get weirdly stressed and depressed if I'm on holiday for too long. Not that I have them anyway, but it's a bad squiddo, I think, as well. It's nice to have a day, 2 days, because it's not too disruptive. Or that whole thing where planning it becomes more of a palaver, or when you get back, you've got more to sort. So I do like a little break. I think, it was definitely a good thing. I think because I've come back to the world, I've just realised I need to plug my laptop in as well. Don't mind me. I've been trying to avoid social media and internet and all that, and I failed pretty much as soon as I got back and went, "Oh, what have I missed?" So I've let the world get to me again, and that's mostly why I'm grumbling. I was tuning out all the news for a very long time after it was getting to me before, and obviously now quite a lot was happening at once. I'm checking back in at what's happening on the news, and yeah, what a strange time it is. So I woke up in a bad mood today, and then I thought, I'll have a little look, see what's happening on Facebook. And then I broke my own rules. I broke my rules twice. I tend to not get into any sort of argument on war game, well, the internet in general, because it just drains you. I don't think it's worth it. But especially war games groups. Obviously, my hot topic of women is always there, and I do occasionally allow myself to jump in purely just to let other people reading know that not everyone agrees with that person's view, sort of thing. But I usually jump in, make my comment, unnotify myself, and disappear. But I just scroll by, and there was a post about I'm so out of the loop, I don't know what he is. He's a black Age of Sigmar guy. Someone had mentioned that guy and they wanted to paint him white, and then the comments were just like the worst. And one said Caucasian is the only way, and then I had a load of likes and hearts. So me waking up in a mood, I went on a bit of a swearing tangent at them all. And then got in a swearing tangent at someone else when I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to either be witty or just go and tell the grown-ups, because that's usually the best way to do it, report the admin. But I couldn't figure it out on my phone. So I did break my rule. So if you saw it earlier, I think I did see a few familiar faces around after I'd sort of gone. It's all gone because I told the grown-ups, and it's now all deleted, and all those people got banned. So don't go being racist where Annie's around, and especially when she's in a bad mood. So I think that put me in a bit of an extra grump as well. Although we did digitally kill them, so that's good. Yeah, I always think there's that whole it's always crappy when people do things, but people are always going to do crappy things. I get extra angry when people then support the crappy things. That seems to be my big sort of grumble. So the fact that everyone had gone, yes, that person is correct. What? No. But yeah, that's not worthy of the Sunday morning coffee. What else has happened in Bad Squiddo this week? I've been getting together the massive order for Badger Games. It hasn't actually gone out yet, but shall be going to tomorrow. Sorry. So yes, very soon Badger Games are going to have every single thing that we make, which is very exciting. I'm looking forward to doing a lot more with them, as well as getting heavy on some more retailers. That's definitely a very good direction for us to be going. I'm really positive. I had a nice chat with the casters this week. Belated happy birthday, Louis, this week. Louis, so when I say casters, I use a company, CMA, who are in Birmingham. So Louis is my point of contact, who is the owner of the company. And then there's a team of mold makers and casters. So it's different people. I think I was going to find this out from them, actually, who how many people do actually work on Bad Squiddo, because I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, Louis is the owner of the casters, and he he's just been ace. I think I've mentioned him quite a bit. Has been a very big supporter of Bad Squiddo, as well as just casting our miniatures. It's just been really good. We have lots of pep talks, so we had a very good chat earlier in the week, and during that I said that I was just really positive about Bad Squiddo at the moment, and he was like, yes, me too. Like, yes, there's a lot of really good stuff happening. So that especially, it's even more important with all the terrible that's been happening, that there's a nice little thing out there. I think I'm just struggling because it's just a lot, isn't it? But the bonus, I think I've said before, the bonus is that I don't have trade shows or a Kickstarter, although maybe soon a very little Kickstarter. Because it's not just the actual trade shows, it's that there's that sort of pressure to release things in times for trade shows, and it's a lot more deadline-y, whereas this pandemic land's been strangely chill, but obviously very stressful. So my anxiety is a bit wild. I have just realised that I didn't take my medication yesterday, so that's definitely not going to help. So if you'd all like to spam me after this to make sure I take my medication, that will help a lot. But yeah, it's just weird. I went to one of those market town places where I purchased this dress. It has pockets, but I can't stand up to show you. But it's got pockets. Look at those cool pockets. But I went in a coffee shop because I haven't been going in shops or anything. But I was doing window shopping, so I don't really want to go in anywhere. I just want to walk around. But I went and got a coffee. And the coffee, yeah, even because I haven't been anywhere. I've not been out in the world. I've only been to the corner shop by the office, but I haven't been there for at least a month because I don't buy milk there anymore. I don't buy milk, so I really haven't been in anywhere other than the tram. So I'm not used to what's normal. I haven't been in a supermarket for the entirety of lockdown of pandemic. But yeah, I bought a coffee. And got the scan at the hotel. They did the temperature scan, and the coffee, I had to give them all my information to buy a takeaway coffee, and it's all fine. I'm not complaining about that, but it was just very surreal because I haven't been. I guess if you're out and about all the time, you're used to it now, but it was just a bit like you try and get away from it all, but then it's still like it's there. There's no getting away from it. I need to go more wild next time, but I'd have to go away for longer. What was I going to say? Scan. Yeah, so I did see a clothes shop that did have all the Annie clothes. So it's like a dungaree dress. I love it. And it's made of nettles. So that was a small bit of excitement. So it's definitely going to be a new favourite. It's very nice. The man was very nice, and we had a really lovely chat between about 6 layers of perspex and fabric about our different businesses. So I was telling them all about Bad Squiddo, so that was really cool. Where am I going with this? Who knows? So yeah, I feel that background dread is creeping back in. It's like it was there at the start, and then things kind of got to this sort of new normal or whatever, but now it's changing again. The dread is coming back. Yeah, I want to go on holiday again. Can I go on holiday again, please? My absolutely perfect sculpt arrived. My secret man sculpt, and he's so cool. So there's a chance he's already in a mold, which is exciting. And you don't get to see him till he's painted. Yes, I'm really sorry. I've been awake a while. I've been doom scrolling and swearing at people in Age of Sigmar groups. That's what I've been up to. Secret man. Secret squid, oh man. That's what he is. So, what was the week? I don't even know. Again, I have quite big gaps. You'll notice from my streams, I have these like very large gaps of memory, and I do the thing a lot of the I have no idea where I am or what I'm saying thing. And I did think it was partly due to alcohol, but I've now on at least month 7. Unless I've got permanent damage, I don't know, but it's quite frustrating. Again, now I don't know where I was going. Bad Squiddo this week. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I did 3 solid days, probably. And then I disappeared Thursday and Friday, but I was actually back Friday evening. When I said see you Monday, that was me giving myself another day off yesterday at home. Technically today, but not really. What did I do? I don't know. I actually don't know what I'm doing anymore. I think that's my new chapter, the chapter of this chapter. Time passed. Definitely did stuff. What did I do? I don't know. What's happening with Bad Squiddo? I don't know. Other than it's very good. It is very good. I built 3 miniatures yesterday. Friday evening. I got back and I thought, I'm going to do some hobby. And I watched Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, which I'd never seen before, and I loved it. But I built these 3 dudes while I was watching it. It's never gonna zoom in, but look at that dude. What? That's not a bad Squiddo model. It is not. It's Necromunda. It's my Goliath boys. And I'm giving them all Forge World heads. Because I like they all look quite devilish, their faces. So, although I do like the heads you get with them, these heads are particularly, I think they're cool. They're all quite angled differently, so it means the focal point of the miniature's different. So, like, this guy was looking that way beforehand. But now you can put him as his sort of golden angle. It's now that. Instead of before the suggested mini sort of made it like that. So I know they're all chonk. But it meant that I got a Facebook reminder that it was a year since I painted those Gasland cars, and I can't have another year of me not actually doing any hobby. And Andy's been Andy, he's upstairs. He's been doing his I can't remember what they're called. What are they? If you follow any of Andy's stuff, what's he painting? They're not flesh tear, chain ripper. I can't remember. They're crazy dudes with all the blades and stuff. But he's got his all assembled and he started undercoating them. So I thought, oh, I better catch up with mine. So I've got this dude with a grenade launcher. He's got a big axe thing. Yeah, corpse grinders, corpse flayers, something like that. I've got this dude. He's cool. This dude with the, is it auto? It's not auto shotgun. Combat shotgun. So he's got his combat shotgun there. Look at that face. And I got this guy also with combat shotgun. Which you'll never see because the focus just won't do it. There he is. He's got a cigarette. But again, because the face is facing that way, it now makes that the front angle of it, which is wicked. So I do very much like these extra heads. Because at first, some of them don't seem that much different, but it almost looks like they're sculpted by a different person. I don't know if they are or not. But they have got quite a different style to the heads you get in the boxes. But I like them. And I have Nottingham privilege of being able to wander over to GW. So wandered over and got some heads. So yeah, I'll put those there. So I've made 3 guys. Whether I will paint them, I feel very much like I'm not in holiday anymore now. So, but I really need some more holiday. So after this today, I need to check through my notes. I have a interview with the veteran wargamer Jay. That is at 12 o'clock British today. It's not live; it's just being recorded. And oh yes, it was Andy 2D6, who's my housemate in the YouTube wargamer house. He's got somebody coming to play a game of Kings of War later. So I promised I'd clean the guinea pigs before that, because it's guinea pig cleaning day, and because we haven't got much room, we've got to move some furniture around to get a board in. But they're kind of going to be playing on the guinea pigs, so I don't know if they're recording it or doing anything, but You might see some bonus guinea pigs in there. So I do need to get the guinea pigs cleaned. That usually takes me about an hour. So I believe this morning we'll be finish streaming this, clean those pigs, do my interview, and then some guy is coming. And I figured the way we can social distance and stuff, I might loiter on the stairs and then I can watch them play a little bit of Kings of War. So I might do that. Part of me was going to go into the office today. I just feel very, very floppy and just like I need a holiday. I've spoiled myself now, maybe. Maybe it's because I actually had a small break. I've realised what is possible, what can be done. I should have some more sculpts coming next week. And I just feel bad. I feel like my last few live Sundays have been a bit rubbish. So I hope they haven't. I hope you still come back. They're fun when I'm really excited though, aren't they? And I will be for Jay's podcast. Because what I tend to do is tend to do is when I go and when I go on an interview or something, I make sure I pump myself up beforehand. I go, right, let's get in a good mood and do all this. And I'm a fun person. And that helps me get really into the zone for podcasts. But I don't do it for this. So this is where you get my hey. Maybe I should have done that before. But that's why I like this channel, even though I've been a bit grumbly. It also suits the Sunday morning because maybe you don't necessarily want Sunday morning 100% Annie because that's terrifying, but that's what Jay will get on his podcast. What's wrong with me? So yeah, this day off is gonna be do this, clean the pigs, do my podcast. I think the dudes will be coming near the end of my podcast, but I'm going to do it in my room, so I'm out of the way anyway, because Andy will need to set up all the stuff. I'm trying to think if I've got anything cool to show you that I haven't shown you. I believe the swampy stuff is getting moulded, which is hopefully will be arriving next week, with that other bunch of sculpts. Part of me wants to cancel Jay, but I don't want to cancel him so late on, just because I don't feel perky. But again, if I do my perk up, then I'll hopefully give him a good interview. I am just very much regretting not having a full holiday. I think that was foolish of me, and actually checking my phone yesterday and today. I should probably have just not gone online. See what we've got there. See, I can't really have house holidays because all the work's here, and I sort of go into my default of ending up just sort of crawling into bed. So it was really good to be away where I couldn't do that. What else have we got coming? Trade show, imagination holiday. Imagination holiday. And I did have a couple of people came in the garden yesterday on still day off. Two of my neighbours that are GW people. Da-na-na-na. We came over and had all the corners of the garden. Although I sat in my hammock whilst they were delegated to chairs. So I've seen other humans, so that's cool. Sometimes GW people are rubbish to chat to anyway, though, because they're all non-disclosured up, so you can't ask them what they're up to or anything, because it's like, how's work? Good. Doing some sculpting things, yes. Anything? No. Sculpting is good though, yes. Yeah, that's pretty much all that they're allowed to say. And I'm actually a good Annie, and I never press any of the GWs because obviously if they tell anybody anything, they can get sacked. Especially an Annie, that would be terrible. But yeah, we had some chats about stuff that isn't sculpting, so that's always nice. What did we talk about? Oh yeah, D&D. We were talking about playing a one-shot D&D, potentially more D&D. So that could be interesting. That's why you did yourself as an SOE agent. Yeah, I moved to the heart of the lead belt to slink around, find out all those secrets, and then went, oh no, they're all too good. They don't tell any of their secrets. And I'm too good. I don't want them to tell me their secrets. What proportion of population of knots are not in a gaming company? Maybe 6%, maybe? Maybe 6%. The like button, there should be a little thumb under the streaming bit. I'd very much appreciate if you could give it a thumb. Yeah, I did my shilling in the week for the like and subscribe thingamy. For the subscriptions, yes. So thank you, especially if you're new. Sorry if this is the first video you've watched, because I do feel like I'm not offering you full content, and I don't think it'll be a very long stream. So I'm kind of deciding. I'm actually very wibbly. Now I've said it. I'm on a bit of a mental wibble, so I probably won't stay here very long, and I'm still not sure if I might postpone Jay so I can get him a better quality. Someone thumb downed it. I'll come for them. I used to get really upset by thumbs down, and but now I take it as a challenge. I also realised that people do it by accident. I'm like, oh, thumbs down, are we? Oh, you had to click the more icon to get the like button. That's very high tech. Thank you there, David, for going through various. What other bits? I'm sure I've got some cool Bad Squiddo news, but there's nothing in the brain at the moment. Oh yes, so we have the Saturday. Yeah, maybe they're looking for coffee content. Saturday. All those people that I was swearing at this morning clicked on my profile, went, "Oh, Bad Squiddo Games, is it?" and are now on some sort of rampage to downvote me, which is one of the reasons that I also don't get involved. So if I get involved with things, then yeah, it's very easy for someone to click on my Facebook profile and then go, that's the company that I will now lambast. So maybe they're looking for GW secrets. Sorry, I don't have any. So it's okay when you've got one GW person in a group where you're chatting, because you don't have to. But when there's more of them, it's like they'll almost go to talk about what they're doing at work and then realise they can't. And then they're like, oh, how are you getting on? But I'll message you it. And I'm like, God damn you. So I'm here going, here's all of my Bad Squiddo secrets. I got an official hate them. Oh, I've had an official hate them from the start. No, just in case anyone was in any sort of doubt, yes, the GW people do not tell me anything. And sometimes you'll mention, oh, the thingies look cool, and they'll say, oh, are they out now? I'm not sure. Because obviously they're always working a year in advance or something. They tend to just not talk about anything on the off chance that it's not been released. It's a little thing on the screen there. Yeah, I can't remember what we were discussing. Oh, it was that new lady. I don't know, I've just seen pictures of her, but the lady with the sort of zip down hazmat suit thing. We're talking about how cool she is. So yeah, you don't get hot gossip with all the professionals. And I am actually really good, despite being a cheeky swine. I never push any of them or ask them or say, tell me, I won't tell anyone, because it's just a really horrible position to put them in anyway. So yeah. Sidetrack. They're all very good. Do they speak in their own language / code when more than two are together? I think so. I think they speak at a pitch that's us normals can't hear. So maybe it looks like they're just staring at each other, but they're doing some sort of echolocation type thing. So I do bad film Saturdays, which I know you enjoy at the end of the thing. So we had it on a Sunday last year. So last week, I can't remember, what did we watch? I think Andy's asleep, so I can't ask him in the chat. What did we watch last Sunday? It had dinosaurs in it. It was it wasn't a bad film. It was the Spielberg dinosaur cartoon with some in-depth dark themes. Can't remember. They give the dinosaurs the ability to speak, and then they go to New York or something and meet a boy who wants to join the circus. Spoilers. But that was just a very good film. It wasn't The Land Before Time, no. Right, okay, 1 second, I'll find it then. It was actually a very good film. We're back! A dinosaur's story. 4 fun-loving dinosaurs take a trip to New York City because of a time-traveling alien. Yes. After eating a potion to boost their smarts and cuddliness, they hit the town, but trouble soon arrives when their evil brother hatches a devious plot. Oh, John Goodman was Rex. Oh. Yeah, it's actually a really nice film. You should watch that. I believe that thing there just said that it's on YouTube. Obviously for pay, but that was a nice film. That wasn't a bad film. The film I watched last night was The Return of the Living Dead. I love you. I want to eat your brains. I liked this one. I liked this film a lot. The case we've got is in French, so I can't read out the synopsis. I believe this is the first film where zombies want to eat brains. And his film review is always a good recommendation. Yes, this is funny. So it's not an official Living Dead series film. And there was some sort of, legally battle or something. But there's some biggish people involved in it. Was it Dan O'Bannon? Yes. So this is some guys. Some guys open a vat that's got some frozen zombies in it or something, and the gas comes out and makes the dead reanimate. But it's very silly. It has some no good punks that are involved. And they've just got to fight off the zombies. But the zombies speak, and it's all very strange. So yeah, they say brains, more brains. And at one point they're using the radio to call more backup for police and stuff, so that more police cars arrive. And then they all go, rah, brains. And two guys start dying and turning into getting rigor mortis while they're still alive. Oh yeah, the tar man is cool. It was very funny. I did actually get a little scared at some points, but mostly not. It's definitely not a family film. There's a lot of swearing. Running zombies. There's some very funny nudity, just because it's a random nudity, which I always feel like, yes! And some dark foreshadowing. As you can see there's a very sexy zombie there with her boobs. But yeah, it was fun. So I would recommend that if you've not seen it. So The Return of the Living Dead. Yeah, sort of almost satirical. I don't know if it's supposed to be, but it felt like that. Sweet. So yeah, that's one. Yeah, more brains. And it starts immediately as well, which is good. And it's the only film I've seen with zombies in where they're aware of zombies. So it feels like every zombie film is in a parallel universe, because people do all the traits of zombies, and no one ever goes, that's a zombie. They go, what's happening? And then they'll have other names for them, like, the brain dead, or the walkers, or the shufflers, or the rotters, and stuff like that. They go, it's a zombie, because there's what is it? Night of the Living Dead. What's that one? Return of the... Yeah, there's something very similar. Yeah, it references the original film in there, and that has a weird tie-in. So this guy goes, I saw this film, and they say the film was based on a true story, although changed, and that's how it links into it. But yeah, it's very very funny, and yeah, they know what zombies are, which means you cut out that whole point where people go, Timothy, you're looking at me awful strange, and then they go, so yeah. I'm going to end this one quite shortly, I believe, because I'm just a bit bleh. I watched a bit of Total Recall last night. I've seen that a million times, though, and it's excellent. But then I started getting sleepy, so I went to bed. But yeah, I just... iZombie. Yeah, that's on my list as well. Why is it always a Timothy? I don't know. That was the first name that came to my mind. Language Timothy. So the week ahead in the squid is get all that stuff to America. I know, ending before 45 minutes. I know. Maybe I won't. If I find something cool to talk about, I'll stay. I just don't want to be there for an hour whilst I go, yeah. Are you planning on releasing the Shire horses? No, you're not allowed them. No Shire horses for you. I'm getting them cast, and then I melt them down in front of me. I just haven't got round to releasing them. I need to check my my photographs and potentially rephotograph, which I think I need to do. They're there. The stock is in the office of these massive horses and the massive lion and my new metal... he's called Harry, but I call him Harambe. My ape, Harambe. So I've got loads of stuff that's sat waiting for releasing, but just haven't got around to it. Very apathetic. I think that's it. I have done a lot of sort of just sitting in the office and going, oh, good luck and good luck. Enjoy your flight, Jasper. Thanks for coming along. Godspeed. Yeah, I've got stuff to show. I've got some still... I'm waiting on John to finish some of his painting. So we've got the Viking vignette is has been painted. The two Virulins have been painted. And then when there's a couple more, then I'll do a release with those. But I'll probably have a few releases sort of pottering about. Do need to do a newsletter at some point as well. It was the original and only Total Recall Gary. There was no remake. I didn't like it. I've rejected most of the remakes. I still refuse RoboCop based on the fact they didn't give him his spike USB. That was the best bit. Part of me wants to just watch some films. I am feeling very wrong actually, so I might have to contact Jay and just go under a blanket for a bit, because I feel like I might spontaneously burst into tears, which we've had once on cam, but once is probably enough. I am otherwise okay. Yeah, apathetic. Yeah, the world's just a bit wrong. I think that's sort of seeping in. Hello, guinea pigs. Gregor had a big bath in the week, so he's much happier now. Much happier. He's still on his medication and will be forever. But he's groovy. He's groovy. I'm still getting more and more into extreme minimalism. So I've been getting rid of more and more of my belongings. Maybe I'll do some more of that on the idea that the more I get rid of, the happier I'll be. Oh yeah, I found a load of stuff. It's in the office, so at some point this week I'll put that into the bargain bin. There's loads of knoll metals from Frostgrave, and so there's loads of those packs. There's some random stuff. I think there's a couple random Reaper bits, and Any thoughts on expanding into unrealistic men? Maybe. Watch the space. Sorry, just reading some comments there. Yeah, there's some knolls, the metal knolls. I've got loads of the box knolls, but I'll probably just put them in the shop at normal price because I'm a monster. I was going through the garage and just finding stuff again. So there's all sorts of bits and bobs. I think there's some more heads, the crooked dice heads that I lost. I found those. And yeah, just some bits. I think some bits of my own hobby collection. Anything that's still shrink wrapped or sealed, basically. I'll be putting onto the into the bargain bin because I can't be bothered with eBay. So even though it screws me over a bit, chucking it through the shop because it's then a shop sale, it's just so much more easy than dealing with eBay. I might list now. I was gonna say I might list a bunch of stuff on Baggy's Cave, but I can't be bothered with that either. I feel like I need to show you something, but I haven't got any new stuff to show you. 28 packs. Yeah, I think I might actually just go to bed for a bit and chill out. So Joe, I don't know if Joe will watch this back and see I feel very unprofessional. So I think it's his earliest slot, so I don't want him to get up to the news that I've cancelled, but not taking my medication yesterday was a bad idea, and I do feel like I'm about to wibble out, so yeah, it's weird, isn't it? If I was like physically ill, it wouldn't be a problem. I think I'm definitely too ill to do this, but the fact that it's all in here, I'm just like, feel like I'm making it up or something because there's no physical proof. But I'm sure he'll be cool about it. Maybe I'll see. I might be able to chill myself out for 20 minutes or something. But yeah, and having to do those pig lids. They're very sleepy. I was very sleepy. So yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry this wasn't as fun an episode. I'm subconsciously trying to drag it to about 45 minutes for you now. But yeah, that's what I don't want to do. I don't want you to go, oh, Annie's Sunday coffee, where she's just sad. Oh, the numbers are all dropping now as well. So I just feel like a big old letdown. But yeah, sorry about that. And I'll do something fun in the week, maybe. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm going to go because I'm... All right, catch you later. Thank you.